Hey, 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 what's up? It's your girl Leo again. Welcome back. It's so great to have you. I'm glad to see you here. And I truly wish the best for you, and I wish the best for this environment. I pray that you take some value, or if not anything, a new way of thinking. Something that struck you, something that you can sit with later. Today, I feel pretty accomplished, okay? Today I feel fucking amazing because it's been a week, and I know a week isn't much, but a week is a lot. Okay? And when I'm saying it's been a week, I'm saying it's been a week since I've been consistently posting, going live on Instagram the way that I wanted to. And it's always interesting when I set out for a new adventure like this, when I'm trying to get back into, coaching and motivating you guys the best I can. Because every time I do, there's like some kind of adversity that's going on. And, there's always something that's like trying to get in the way and knock me off my shit. And it's this physical thing I've been going through for about a year now. If you guys don't know, technically I'm homeless right now, right? I have a place to stay. I'm living with my mom, but in this environment with her, I'm just being completely honest with you guys. I don't feel 100% like I'm at home. Like, it doesn't feel like home to me, even though it's my mom's place. And so, not only that, I've been very, searching extremely hard for a place to stay for my own, something that I can call for my own. And it's been such a long time since I've had my own shit. When I got out of my relationship, you guys know when I got out of my relationship, it's been 2 years now. Pretty much I lost everything. I lost everything I had, all the way down to all of my pets. It's just me now. Like, all my shit. I have very little amount of shit, and it's all in the storage right now, so I'm not worried about it. I am trying keep my stuff in my storage because I want to hold on to the last bit of stuff that I do have, which are honestly like just little things that are precious and important to me. But that's not been the biggest deal to me, other than losing my pets. I've lost everything. I really don't care. It hurts that I've lost my pets though. But it hurts even more, or it's coming to a realization that, this whole time that I've been an adult, there's really only ever been like short periods of time when I've been on my own, like had my own place by myself. And, I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, where you went through some kind of breakup or separation, and now you're having to now you're alone, like you're single or whatever. And I just wanted to give a little bit of encouragement, because when we're talking about being single and we're doing that whole thing, it's like this. I feel like this is how I've been feeling lately. Like, there's something about being single that don't sit right with society or something. Like, it's weird to be alone. And the reason why I say this is because this is honestly, okay, me being completely 100 with you, this is the longest I've been single. Now, I know people that have, some people struggle with being alone. Some people real life cannot be alone with their thoughts. It's hard. And I think, first of all, if you're that person where it's hard to be alone with your thoughts, that's exactly what you need to do. You need to, if you're not gonna do it for a long period of time, which I fucking encourage you, especially if you're scared, okay? You need to at least go 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours alone. Just without somebody else occupying your space. And I'm not saying like don't go to work. I'm talking about in your personal time, okay? In your personal time, when it's just you. Don't be called, you don't need to hit up your friends. You don't need to go out to the bar. You don't need to go looking for guys or chicks, Sit with yourself and really figure out, who are you? Who are you when you're alone? Can you answer that? Matter of fact, if you're watching this, comment down below. I want to know in the comments, who are you when you're alone? Okay? I want you, and I told you before, don't comment shit on this fucking live, or if you're watching the replay, if you're watching this video, don't comment shit on my fucking video unless you've taken this question to your notebook with your pen and written the shit down for yourself. Have a full, complete thought before commenting on my shit, okay? Because this is an exercise for you to exercise your brain. I think a lot of times, like, we don't even fucking use half of the fucking percentage of what we can do with this mind. A lot of it is fucking survival and just trying to get by day to day, and then we're all up in somebody else's business, gossip or whatever, and not taking care of our own. You know what taking care of your own business looks like? First, it looks like taking care of your motherfucking mind, okay? So like, that's why I just think it's important. And so, like, I also want to say, off of what I was talking about with being alone, right? I think for me, the biggest thing that I've learned in this journey, is that, I'm not having the results that I want, but I can't force anything, okay? I have to go with the flow. And because I'm going from such a dramatic change, where pretty much my foundation was ripped from underneath me, and I'm having to rebuild everything, it's taking some time. And time looks different than what I first originally thought it was going to look like when I became single. And where I am now compared to where I was back at that time is completely different. I mean, especially because of the fact that I've taken this time to be alone. I feel like that's the most powerful thing that I have done. And I'm not going to say that being alone is all fucking great. Like, there's times when I do miss having a connection. Like, everybody's got their different love language. I've never really been the person that was big with personal touch. Physical touch. And I think that just has to do with something about, I never actually had that physical touch when I was younger. So it's like, I don't expect it. And I don't look for it. And it's kind of weird, but I've developed myself enough to accept a hug, which sounds sad. It does when I say that, but like, that's how it is for me. But now, like, I do miss that person, that, like, the physical touch. not in a sexual way, but it's like deeper intimacy. And I think for a while, I don't know how you're feeling. And please, if you can relate to this, let me know down below. But for a while, a problem for me was I didn't know how to express or receive like a deeper sense of intimacy. I think I was pretty scared of it, honestly. Like I think what I was doing was, sharing love. Of course, I've always been a loving person, but to go deeper with another person was a scary idea for me. So, and I think that, no, I don't think, I know that these are the kind of thoughts, processes, like things that you're gonna come up for with yourself when you spend that time alone. Because you're not actually alone, right? You're never alone. When you're spending that time by yourself, you're spending time with spirit. And you're actively choosing to spend that time with spirit. And it's your spirit, right? Because like we said, you are God consciousness. So it's like connecting with God when you're connecting with yourself. You're really allowing yourself the space to build a deeper intimacy with yourself. And oh man, let me put this on mute real quick. So, and it's important to build that deeper intimacy with yourself because, like I said, when you feel you're afraid to be alone, then like what I was doing from the moment that I got into my first relationship and the moment I got out of my first relationship, I pretty much have been relationship hopping since then. Like I'm putting all my business out there, y'all. I've had 5 boyfriends. Since I first started dating. And well, each of these relationships have been like back to back to back, and like not immediately. Like the day that I broke up with my bro, I got hooked up with the other bro. It hasn't been like that, but it has been like, less than a month I moved on, some shit like that. A month or two I've moved on. And so, and yeah, that may help you so you're not being alone, but you're not learning how to really build an intimate relationship if you're holding on to the baggage of the past relationship that you still have, because you're bringing that into your next relationship, and you may think that, oh, this is somebody completely different, whatever happened in the past was in the past. But like, remember what we were talking about with your subconscious mind, the more you feed it something, the more that it is filing that thing and taking those patterns, and you're doing things subconsciously that maybe you don't realize, but you're doing things that is ultimately getting in your way of what you could really be looking for in a relationship. And you're actually not even allowing yourself that space to really analyze, what do I want in a real relationship, when you're not sitting with yourself. And okay, let me go a little deeper with this, because there's some singles out there, I think, that have been single for a while. Maybe you've been single for a year or two, and you're like listening to me, you're like, well, I've sat with myself, and I think whatever the fuck you think, just because you're single does not mean that you have been sitting with spirit. Just because you've been alone does not mean you have been sitting with spirit. Just because you have been alone does not mean you've been alone with your thoughts, your opinions, and all of that jazz, And when I'm talking about that, I'm saying like go deeper than the conscious, what you know you're conscious. You gotta think. And then this is why I keep saying never say I don't know or I can't, because when you say I don't know or I can't, you're putting a block up for your mind to think deeper. You're not even allowing yourself. So example, okay, let's say you've been single for 2 years and you're like, man, why can't I have a decent girlfriend that genuinely loves me just as I genuinely love her? And then you're saying, I don't know what's wrong with me. You blocked off your thinking pattern at that point. Now you're like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Now you're saying there's something wrong with you. And now you've accepted that. And now you're just like, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Okay. There is something you can do, though, because we have free will, and free will is freedom of choice. And freedom of choice, to get your choices, sometimes you gotta think. Okay? And I'm talking about hard thinking. Like, the fumes should be coming off of your fucking head. Like, like the cartoons when they're like, the old cartoons with Mickey Mouse when they're like bouncing the whole time, and then it's like a train or something going, and it's like toot toot, and then it's like chick, 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 chick. And then it's like in sync. The fumes are coming off in sync, and everything's like moving in sync. That's how you should be thinking. Like, that's how hard you should be thinking. Okay, everything should be and it don't have to be it's gonna be in sync. It may not seem like it's in sync. That's what I'm trying to say. But I just want to come on here really quick and just share all of this stuff with you and give you some encouragement that, maybe if you're going through your single time right now, I'm not the person that's going to tell you, yeah, God's got your kingdom spouse right around the corner or whatever, because that may be true. But before you can even want to start thinking about that, you should be thinking about if you want a kingdom spouse, what you need to be in order to deserve that. And so, yeah, that's where we are. We gotta focus on ourselves. And I'm all for a relationship, whenever the right one comes. But we're not just jumping into the okie doke anymore. We're not just impulsively feeling just because somebody else is feeling us or because we don't want to be alone. Okay? We got to build our discernment, and we got to know our worth, and we got to know how to treat ourselves so somebody else can know how to treat us. Okay. This was a quick one. I just wanted to give you that, and I'm very grateful. Y'all, it's a lot of shit that I've been talking about this week. If you don't know, your girl has a podcast. The podcast, I've not been posting on my podcast lately because, like I said, I've been dealing with homelessness, and I've been jumping homes. And so, like, the situation I'm in right now, I could record on my phone, but it's not going to be the quality that I want it to be. And so that's why we're doing these lives right now, so then I can at least still talk to you, give you information. And you can at any point in time go back and look through my podcast. I have over 20 episodes. I'm not even exactly sure how many episodes I have, but I have over 20 episodes. And I promise you, once shit gets, as I'm getting through this stuff, there's going to be more, because we got shit to talk about. We got shit to do. Okay. So I love you. You have a great night. Have a great day. Bye.